Welcome to Subramani. I've been talking of dividend based investing and it has generated some interest among people, and I've been receiving some emails and WhatsApp. So basically two objections. One, even if it's a dividend based investing, there can be huge losses in equities. And second, how can a retirement person have 70-80% in equities? These are majorly two things which people have written to me about or communicated to me. I completely agree. I am not saying you can, let us agree on certain things. Equity is risky at this level. Remember, equity is risky. That does not change. I mean, a tiger is a dangerous animal. You may have petted a tiger in a temple in Indonesia, or Thailand, but that does not mean a tiger is a simple animal. Tiger is a complicated, killing animal, right? So equity is risky. You need to understand that. To reduce the risk, we do a portfolio. To reduce risk further, we invest in that portfolio on a regular basis, so that when the market is up or market is down, you keep investing. And fourth, you do this for a very long period of time to beat out the fluctuations. That's all. But all these are risk reduction techniques, not risk elimination techniques. Now come to this. You have bought a share for 350 rupees because the company pays 12 rupees dividend. So you thought, okay, about 4%, let's say 300 rupees. Let's say, 4% dividend is not bad in a country where interest rates were prevailing then, let's say 8%. You said, okay, 8%, so 4% is good because this will keep growing. But then the share price fell. It fell from 300 to 280 to 250 to 200 to 120. Now, have you lost money? You've lost big time money. Was it a good dividend yield share at 300? No, of course it was not. If you had bought at 300, you have really lost a lot of money. But remember, having bought at 300, you were collecting 12 rupees as dividend. About that, there is no mistake. So every time you got 12 rupees as dividend per share on those, let's say 500 shares, you got 6,000 rupees. With 6,000 rupees, if the share price was 300, you could have bought 20 shares, right? But since the price had fallen, you would have bought maybe 25 shares or 27 shares. So the number of shares that you got kept increasing because you had that cash coming in and the share available at a lower price than what you originally bought. This does not mean that there is no risk in dividend based investing. There is risk. Like value investing, there is risk. You may end up taking higher risk and getting lesser returns. This is also possible. That is the worst thing which happens to people, and that's what they think. This should not happen to me. Market should not fluctuate. I should get good returns, but the market should not fluctuate. It doesn't happen that way. If you are not happy with 8% interest, so you wanted 10%, 12%, 14%, whatever, that came to you, but that comes to you only with risk. The dividend does not mean that you will not get hurt. You will get hurt, but to that extent that you're participating because you're putting the money back and buying more shares. You thought you were going to buy 3 shares, now you're going to buy 3.75 shares, right? Because the dividend was higher. These kind of things are possible. So I think you should look at dividend based investing from the point of view of other conditions remaining same. It reduces risk a little because you're getting back something which you paid for. You paid 300 rupees for a share of Coal India. That's fine. You got 12 rupees dividend or 12 rupees dividend on say 500 shares, so you got 6,000 rupees. Now see, if the price of Coal India has fallen from 300 to 200, it means you are going to get 30 shares, right? Earlier you thought you were going to get lesser number of shares. So if you take a long period of time, you realize after 27-28 years, what you have earned, what you have put is far more important than the PE at which the share is being traded or quoted, and at which price the shares are going to be allotted. So you decide on how much you want to understand, how much you can't understand, and based on that let us look at making decisions. Thank you.